Yo, what's up, guys? We're back. This is part 2 of the little mini series that we're doing, or the second mini episode, I guess, continuing from the last one. We got Shams back again for this episode. So what's up?
Yeah, what it do?
We finished like an hour ago. We finished the third and fourth episode of the documentary. I definitely think the first and second episode were a lot better. But I mean, it's a 10-part series, so obviously some parts of the episodes aren't going to be the greatest, but that's fine. I guess
some of them are going to be the cream of the crop.
That's true. I guess first thing first, we can get into the content of the third episode, which was mostly Dennis Rodman. And
oh, yeah. Wait, before we get into that, I was like listening to like our past episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I made like a little game where I was just like counting the amount of times we say the word like. Yo, we go crazy, bro. We say like 30 times in a minute. I'm not even lying to you. You can go back and just listen to it. It's hilarious.
We just go, so like, like we just be like
yeah,
that.
It's like we go like, and it's just like it just keeps on going.
Like even within within that sentence, you said it 4 times.
Yeah, no, but I was trying to exaggerate it, but I know naturally I say like see, that's
I mean, honestly, same. Like right now.
You know what happened? I heard myself saying it, and I was like, okay, let me count how many times I say it, and then subconsciously I started counting how many times you say it, and I was like, oh shit, this guy goes even harder.
Hey, yo, leave me alone, man. My English, my word choice isn't always the best. All right,
see, you're being conscious now. You know what to say because you don't know how to fill in those words.
Now I'm gonna be saying it even more now because you just mentioned it.
No, you're not. You're gonna say less. You're just gonna have a lot of pauses. I'll tell you. Look.
Yeah, pauses isn't any better. All right.
Hey man.
It's like awkward silence because you don't know what word to use.
Public speaking 101. This is what this podcast is.
Fuck that shit. We in quarantine, bro. I ain't talking to fucking nobody.
You gotta get ready for when we get back out there, man.
Oh no. You just made me realize everyone gonna be socially awkward as hell.
Oh, same, bro.
Oh no.
Everyone's gonna be like,
Ain't not gonna be able to talk to Shorty no more.
I'll be like, yo, this is crazy. Like, you guys are real people. Like, can I touch you?
Can I touch you? Sir, that is sexual harassment.
Be like, no, the circumstances prove otherwise.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I
But that's just a background.
background of how we don't know how to talk anymore. We're going brain dead basically at this point. We're slowly losing brain cells.
No, let me stop.
Whoa. We about to get. Oh no! He mentioned King Jong Un. Boy, God, what did he get? Brain surgery for plastic surgery, right?
No, I don't know. All I know is they said he had a surgery.
I think it was plastic surgery, and then he just like they said he's gravely ill or someone fucked him up.
I thought it was plastic surgery.
Really? That dude ugly as fuck. So like,
bro, I think he has enough health issues going. He's kind of. I don't think if he has good surgery, it would have been plastic surgery.
Okay, yeah, probably. All right, back to sports. Back to good old sports.
A nice segment we could have is that this episode was about Dennis Rodman, and that's like the only American that has like free passage into North Korea, apparently.
Wait, really? What?
Yeah. Wait, you're not up on this? Watch the Vice documentary with the Harlem Globetrotters and Dennis Rodman. They were the only they're like the first to North Korea, and like this entire regime, I think, or something like that.
Damn, what?
Yeah,
the first American
he's like best friends of, well, not best friends, but they're pals.
Like Dennis Rodman.
What? Wait, this is hilarious. I love the fact that you don't know this.
That is so random as fuck. What the hell?
That's so random, right?
Whoa, hold on.
Dennis Rodman. Well, apparently Kim Jong Un is a huge fan of the '90s Bulls.
Oh my god!
And he's like the biggest Michael Jordan fan, and he's like a fan of all three, Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. And him and Dennis Rodman have like been building a relationship over the years.
Oh
and he's like,
God.
Yeah, they send each other gifts and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is the most random ass thing I have ever heard.
That is really random, right?
Before Dennis
This
Rodman's
murderous
like,
dictator is very cool. This
it's like
crazy basketball player.
yeah. Next year, he's like, take the shot. You have him.
Hey man,
Dennis Rodman really out here catching rebounds.
wouldn't it be hilarious if like since no one knows, like everyone's like, is he dead? Is he alive? Is he sick? Imagine like if Dennis Rodman just like tweeted like, I just got off the phone with him. He's fine, guys. He said this stuff. Like,
he's just straight chilling. I have no idea what y'all tripping about.
Be like, bro, like sends a screenshot of them on FaceTime together. Like, bro, my man is fine. We're not talking about.
He screen shares him calling him on FaceTime real quick. He opens up. He's like, "Hey, Dennis, how doing?"
Yeah, that's crazy. Dennis Rodman is a character, man.
He really is. You can transition this into the actual episode, but this dude, he wasn't enthusiastic about basketball like at all, was he? Like he didn't like the game. It didn't seem like he liked the game at all.
I think the opposite. I think this man was like everything that he chose to do. So when he wanted to play basketball, he loved it and went the hardest. He sacrificed his body more than anybody else. He didn't care.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like he won. He literally said that when he was going into a game, like his like goal was to get into fights.
Yeah, he would do whatever. He's probably the greatest teammate anyone could ever have. Like
that's true, but like
he would do anything to help you guys win.
Because he did say that he's like he didn't see basketball as fun, or he said like he's bored as shit or something like that.
Yeah,
I saw that. I see. Like that's what he said. Like I think most of the episode was about like the actual final like sixth championship, right? Like 1998, right? That's what it was.
Yeah, but they go into like the early like
they go back
80s.
sometimes too.
Yeah,
but the part when like when he took the 48-hour vacation.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna send you a link. But like I was watching Joe Rogan a few years ago, right? And he had like a guest that was talking about like this random time when Dennis Rodman came to like party in Vegas for like 48 hours, and it's like it's crazy because I think it's the same story. And in his version, like he's talking about like how like they went crazy, like they literally like raged like for two whole days, like no sleep. They went to like 10 different parties or something. Did every drug in the book, and then it's like Dennis Rodman went back and it's on plane the same night.
Damn.
Like after he got back. Like that's crazy.
No, this dude really was a character. Like this was when he took the vacation after Pippen came back, right? Yeah, Pippen came back from an injury.
Yeah.
From the injury, and then he decided like I'm gonna be out for a little bit. I'm trying to be out for a little bit.
He said, I need 48 hours. That's all I need. And I'm get myself right.
Not even. He was like, you just give me some time. I'm just trying to take a vacation. He was like, they're like, 48 hours. And he's like, I bet I'm out. Goodbye. Yeah. He rode out on a motorcycle, boy. This dude.
He's the guy, man.
That's the thing. Like when they're showing the first championship they made, I realized like he really did have a large impact. Like he wasn't on that team at that time, but like I could see that it didn't really seem like their defense was all that great. Like they had a lot of like different holes. Like even if Micheal Jordan would leave Magic open sometimes for like a 3-pointer. Like you could like it was like there was holes. You know what I mean? I feel like he definitely brought everyone together and was like, he brought the intensity on the defensive side. Like he alone probably brought half that game up.
That factor, yeah.
That freaking the defensive factor. Like even what's his face? Pippen was definitely like a pretty really good defensively. Like they had him on Magic Johnson, and then was just like, yeah. Like he'll definitely take him. It's not like they had like Jordan on him or anything. Was Jordan like was he ever like known for his defensive stats?
Yeah, he was like all NBA first team. Like he won that award.
Okay.
He's a great defender himself, but it was like if you give so much offensively, it's like how much can you give on defense?
Yeah, true.
Like Kawhi's a great defender, but like last year in the playoffs when he was scoring like averaging 30 points in the playoffs, you saw that he wasn't picking up like their best player. He was like playing like their third best player on the other
Yeah,
team.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He wasn't like defending the best player like he usually does. Because
Yeah,
it's like if
no.
you ask him to score 30 points, how much do you really want from your defense too?
Mm-hmm. And then even if you when you do put him on like to do that on defense, then like you're gonna have to the points aren't you're not gonna get as many
Yeah, you're
over
gonna
there.
you're gonna lose something off of that because
You're
you can't.
definitely wanting him to make that many points, but
Yeah. So chronologically, right? So the bad boy Pistons were, I guess, the big bad bulls for Jordan's Bulls, and I
hmm
guess that was his big obstacle, right?
well, yeah,
So,
it's completely bullshit when people were saying he had no what's it called
yeah,
like
that's horseshit. Yeah,
it's literally bullshit saying that he had no competition. How bad
yeah,
the Bulls were that they kept him down for like how many years? 3 years?
yeah. It was 2 years of basically 3 years. I think it
Cause
might have been two.
yeah,
I think
or
it came twice, and he came the third time.
the 2 years right before their first championship.
Yeah,
So 1989 and 1990,
yep. And
like
then
they kept him down like entirely, and that's when did they have Pippen at that time?
they didn't have Pippen, I believe, for the first year they played them. I think it might have been three times. The first year, and I think they had him for the second too.
Well, they definitely didn't have. Oh, yeah, dude, they were playing against Dennis Rodman. That was like
Yeah, I remember Pippen was out that time where he was just like he said like he was
the
dizzy and he couldn't see.
the migraine
Yeah,
game. That was during the
yeah,
finals, wasn't it?
yeah. No, those
Yeah.
were for the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But like, no, like they were like they really trashed that team. Like there was the whole like they literally said that the whole like next year they were like not rebuilding but like training to be able to beat
yeah. They said that they got in the weight room because he said
that
he was just
team.
like he just played basketball before, but then
Yeah,
he
because
realized like
he
he had
was
to be stronger.
he was a scrawny dude. Michael
Yeah,
Jordan was a long armed scrawny ass dude.
I mean, some of the pictures are ridiculous. Do you see like they said they said that you could beat somebody up like that those are the rules to basketball back then.
Yeah,
If you
oh,
wanted to
like
just beat this guy up, you could do it
that's what I wanted to talk about specifically. Like the amount of rule changes, like
because of
for
Jordan.
because like no like just 'cause, like fouling and beating people up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like that's a crazy like that Pistons team was that's some bullshit. Not gonna lie,
yeah.
some of the things
They're
they
literally
did,
trying to injure him so he can't play anymore. That's
they did some of the craziest things. Like when they jump on and like just block a shot to contest it. They will like honestly try to like just top and just jump on top of you.
yeah. There's this picture like I have saved. It's like they literally like are like grabbing his face as he's trying to like finish the layup.
Oh
And
yeah,
he's like,
yeah, yeah. Or they jump up,
oh,
put their arms up. They swing when they swing their arms down. Like you definitely don't swing all the way down and smack them straight in the face. You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's not one time. It's like oh, it's this one thing. That was literally their whole plan. Every single game they did
To
this.
just they're just trying to mentally because if you just keep hitting him and keep throwing him on the ground, he starts getting frustrated. Then
hmm
instead of like trying to make the shot, he starts trying to like avoid you hitting him. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
have,
yeah, yeah. Or
which
he
is
tries
why
to
it was
force him
so
through.
legendary that moment where the time when they did break through when Dennis Rodman threw Pippen on the floor and like he almost like hurt himself and all that, and then he
hmm
just like sits there for a little bit. He doesn't say anything, and then he just gets up, walks away. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't complain to anybody. He doesn't like he doesn't get mad. He doesn't try to fight back. And then they were like, it was in that moment that they knew that they couldn't get it to his head, so they knew like they couldn't beat him anymore.
But that's literally some crazy ass shit that they did.
Yeah.
Like how did the rules allow this in the first place?
Basketball was different. People, that's what I'm saying. People don't even like talk about stuff like hand checking was a normal thing. You know how you're playing pickup sometimes, and this
hmm
guy's like literally like holding you, and you can't like even turn in a certain way because he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah. He
literally
just has his
grabbing on
hand.
like
He
his
just has
thigh
his
and stuff.
hand on. He has his hand on your hip and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was complete. That wasn't a foul. That wasn't like something that someone was doing wrong. That was a part of basketball. You can
hmm
hand check
hmm
somebody. It was just like, and then there weren't like any of the zone rules, right? So like someone could just stand in and play on defense like the whole time.
Oh, they
Right?
didn't have that back then.
Yeah, so you could just clog the paint. So
Oh
like on
damn.
defense, the defender could just stand in there.
Just have a big man in there the entire time.
Exactly, like a great finisher. It's like, how about we just keep our big man in here? He comes here, we just beat him up all game.
hmm
Just
hmm
keep beating him up.
hmm And it wasn't even one.
Someone said stop coming,
They had one of the biggest teams, wasn't it? Their
Who,
dudes,
the Pistons?
yeah, their dudes were big.
They were big, but they were also like just like rough. They were just some rough guys, man.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Like
I've
Isaiah Thomas, the
noticed.
point guard, was pretty short.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed for like earlier like NBA, none of the dudes were actually like huge or jacked. You know what I mean? They were mostly just like they were pretty like even if they were like tall or like kind of like had like wider like even if they had wider bodies, it was mostly just like long arms and they were pretty like skinny for like for their size. I mean, like now when you look at it, you see some big dudes in the NBA.
Yeah, and then they also wore short shorts, so
Oh yeah,
made them look like extra goofy. And
yeah. Like they just look like they have like long skinny legs and long like noodle arms.
Exactly.
That's what it looked like. But like, no, like that's some. They definitely probably injured a lot of freaking people. That
a
way.
lot of players, right?
They definitely everyone definitely hated that team. Even for me, I never even knew that was a thing. Like I knew like the older NBA was definitely a lot rougher than now.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot softer now. But like I didn't think there was a team that was like we're gonna build our whole like team motto off of just beating the shit out of people. Like that's just our thing now. Like,
that was their road to like championships. It was like we have enough tough guys over here.
For me seeing them for like probably just me seeing clips of them for like 45 minutes, I hate them too, bro. Like damn.
Yeah, and you see how much Michael Jordan hates them. He hates them to this day.
Oh yeah,
he still hates Isaiah Thomas. He 100% hates that man. You saw it in the clip.
Is that the other Isaiah Thomas's dad or something? Or no, right? Like are both Isaiah Thomases related?
No. Named after him though.
Oh, he's
named after him.
Oh, okay.
But they're not related. It's just
because
like his dad.
I've seen things that said like, oh, Isaiah Thomas says Michael Jordan didn't have any competition or some shit.
No,
that doesn't make any sense because it's disrespect to himself. So it's like,
yeah, no. Isaiah Thomas was like him. Michael Jordan hated him so much. You know about like the Dream Team, right? Like Team USA, but it was like Michael Jordan's team. He was the one basically choosing the players.
Oh, okay.
It was like Isaiah Thomas was undoubtedly like one of the top 2 point guards in basketball at the time, right?
Okay.
But Michael Jordan didn't invite him. It's like having Team USA and then like not having like I don't know.
Yeah, one of them like not having like actually no, you can't have Giannis in the first place.
Like Curry there or something. Like,
oh yeah.
Just not inviting them because you just don't fuck with them. Like he just never invited him to Team USA. I mean to the Dream Team.
Was Michael Jordan? Was Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan wasn't a point guard.
No, he was a shooting guard.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
But like he just never invited him. Like he just hated, which is so crazy how Dennis Rodman ended up on the Bulls because they genuinely hated each other. Like,
oh yeah.
Dennis Rodman said he never played for the Bulls, right?
I don't know about that. Maybe, but when he was called to be traded over there, he didn't even say he said he didn't even care. He was like, "I do what you want. I don't care."
Yeah.
When he was called over to Jerry, whatever his face, his house, to talk with the coach.
Yeah, there's actually a lot in this episode. The more I think about it.
Yeah. It was just
Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson is a great coach, man.
That's facts. Especially
like a psychiatrist.
Taking after the what was his name? The previous coach before him.
Doug, I think something.
Yeah, something like that. It was the white dude, but like actual white dude. But like there was a good like the thing that Michael Jordan said. It was like he wasn't a Phil Jackson fan because he was coming to take the ball out of his hand while Doug was trying to keep the ball, like he was trying to give it to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you could tell, like even the when they finally won that first championship, like there was a lot of like he was making some good passes. Like he had 10 assists in game 5.
Yeah.
Like the transition from him trying to like actually become like a team player. No, Phil Jackson was definitely a pretty good coach. Like he put in like a lot of like brotherly type of what's it called?
He's the engineer for like the triangle offense. And the crazy thing about that is after he does this with the Bulls and wins all these championships, he goes again and gets Kobe Bryant and he wins championships with him too with the same offense.
Wait, he was
legendary. Huh?
He was the coach on the Lakers too?
Yeah, he was.
Really?
Pat Riley was the coach and then he was the coach.
So how many championships did he get with Kobe?
I believe it was more than two. I'm not sure if it was three.
It was the ones where Shaq was there initially.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, it def some were Shaq.
Okay.
Let me look up his championships.
Damn. So this dude has a lot of goddamn championships like
Oh yeah,
under
he's
his
he's
belt.
yeah, he's him and Greg Popovich are like the two guys.
Cause he has two himself from playing. Then he has six with the Bulls and maybe two or three with the Lakers. Damn.
Yeah, he's
Is he
definitely
is he known as one of the best coaches of all time, or is it?
yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
okay, okay.
he's he's the engineer to like probably the greatest offensive system.
Damn. Yeah, I was when they were showing the triangle like offense, like it seemed pretty complicated. Not gonna lie, was it just like just having three players on one side of the court at a time, like in the most
It,
basic way I can say it? Like,
the most basic way I can think of it is that the shooting guard would always finish the play with scoring. Like, but it was like everyone would touch the ball to get him open,
okay,
basically.
okay, okay,
So that's why shooting guards in his system like were so successful. Like,
okay.
like Kobe Bryant was just like putting up ridiculous numbers with him, and it also allows like the all the wings basically can score. So like Scottie Pippen scoring goes up,
hmm
and it uses like everyone else as just like cogs to like get them open, basically.
hmm
But they don't hold the ball that much. He has 13 rings, by the way.
He has 13 rings just from coaching.
Yeah,
Holy crap!
yeah. No, he has 11 rings from coaching, and he
And
has
then the two
the
of when he
other
actually
two.
played.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah,
okay. Who
exactly.
do you play with again? Sixers.
Um, he has two Knicks championship rings. Knicks with the Knicks.
Oh yeah, Knicks. I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's popping
Oh wait,
off.
hold up.
I'm
Wait,
pretty
I
sure it's
think this
Knicks.
might have been a meme that I just read. I don't think. Yeah,
How many? Okay.
I don't know how many he has as a
How many
player. I don't know where
rings
he played at.
does Phil Jackson? Okay, this says
Oh yeah, he
two
did. He
as a
did. He did have two
coach.
championships with the Knicks.
Yeah, yeah, no.
That's
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
crazy.
no. So right, yeah. He had 11. He had 11 NBA championships. He had. It looks like six with the
11 as a
Bulls.
coach for
He had
or
five with.
director.
He had all. He had five with the Lakers.
Okay, yeah. So
Six with the
I
Bulls.
think some
Five
of
with the
them.
Lakers.
I think because if I'm not wrong, right? I know Pat Riley has some with them. So I think some of them are like as a GM or like
Oh, okay, okay.
some other position.
But not as the head coach.
Yeah,
Regardless, he got some rings on him. So and then
but
he has two.
he definitely has
He
like
has
very
two
expensive
with
ball.
the Knicks. Pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, 1970 and the 1973.
yeah,
Damn, this dude is definitely known as one of the best. Oh yeah,
yeah.
like
Yeah, I think he was a coach for all the years of the Lakers too. So yeah, he has five rings as the coach, I believe.
no, but this
And,
dude definitely instilled like some type of like actual like a proper like team bond type of thing because he always talked about like he talked about like religion and stuff like
yeah,
Buddha and like
hippie
um
stuff. A lot of hippie
yes
stuff.
Buddha and like Native Americans and stuff like
You
that.
caught you caught the him on acid, like you said he used to do acid and stuff.
Oh really? I think I
Yeah.
probably fell asleep. Was it during the fourth episode?
I'm
Because
not even sure. That
if
was
then
pretty
if then
good.
because I knocked out for like 15 minutes because like
Hmm.
I got no sleep today. I knocked out for like 15 minutes. I was closing my eyes. It was like when they were talking about like the Pistons and shit. I think I like knocked out. I woke back up for like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else
Did you
happened.
also see like how the Pistons left that game early? What's your thoughts on?
Wait, so what do you yeah, so what happened right there?
So it's like 7 seconds left in the game, right?
Mhm.
This is coming off them beating Michael Jordan in that same like series like for like the past 2 years, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So then now the Bulls are up 3-0 against them. They're about to sweep them. It's 7 seconds left, right? And like like the last minutes, the last seconds of the game, like you know how they go and they shake
Yeah.
each other's hand or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, like nobody actually
So
does anything.
so while the game is still playing, the Pistons start emptying like the bench and they go into the locker room.
Oh,
So
damn.
like after the game, there's no one left like to go shake hands with or anything like that.
Damn.
And I think that's when Jordan like was like,
That he hates these guys.
Yeah, like it's like like you guys beat me 2 years in a row, and I like shook your hand. Now, like I told you guys, like
Even
congratulations and all
after
that.
even after I
Good
hated you
luck.
guys,
Yeah,
and
and then
then
like you guys have the audacity for my first time winning, just empty the.
to just leave.
Yeah, and then that's when Isaiah Thomas tried to say like, "Oh, the Celtics did that to us, and we're just doing it to them." And like Jordan's like, that's when Jordan has that quote where he's just like, "I don't care what he says now." It's like he was just, yeah,
I do think of that. I think that's actually pretty like disrespectful. But like,
yeah,
if I was Jordan, I would be like, all right, like that's how I know I broke y'all. Like
exactly.
that's how I know that I honestly fucked you guys up. Like
Yeah.
that you
Can you hear the audio?
could even bring yourself to.
Well, I know it's all bullshit. Whatever he says now, you know it wasn't his true actions then. You know, it's time enough to think about it. Or the reaction of the public just kind of changed his perspective on it. You can show me anything you want. There's no way you can convince me he wasn't the asshole.
So yeah, those strong words from the man himself.
Damn.
And this is now, so he still feels that way.
Oh yeah. He said that during the documentary.
Yeah, he says that.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
So he definitely still hates him over even after.
yeah.
You're gonna have to throw in hands with him. Damn.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too, man.
I miss basketball, bro.
Yeah, I miss it so
I
much
miss
too.
playing this shit, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna, bro. When we get back, bro, we're really like we used to go to Pulaski and stuff. We're definitely doing that. Like we don't have to play indoor ball anymore.
Hell yeah, we don't gotta go in. We don't gotta do. I don't care about no indoor. Do whatever we want. Indoor, outdoor. We balling up. We're bringing all the
this
boys.
Damn Rona goes away.
We bringing all the boys. We bringing all the homies. We pulling up on the block. I'm gonna show y'all what's up.
That's if we can even go outside.
That's if we ever get out of this goddamn quarantine.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. All right, what's one last thing we can talk about from these last two episodes? One last topic. I'm trying to think.
Oh, okay. So maybe like a story that you like that you never heard from here. I think you probably want to say the Vegas one or something.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll mention that if you have anything too. Yeah, the Vegas, I never even knew that he wanted to take a break. I always knew that he was a pretty different character. Like he always seemed like he like a very high intensity, like just like I used to think that he like obviously loved the game of basketball. He wanted to go out there and fuck people up. Not to the level of the Pistons, obviously. I mean, wait, he was on the Pistons. Fuck. Totally forgot. But this dude really went ham in Vegas. Like he got like what's it called? I don't know that that girl's name.
Yeah, that what's her name? Oof.
Regardless, she was just going out with this girl every single club.
He went out with Madonna, bro.
That too. He went out with Madonna. Like this was before though, but
yeah.
Damn.
He bagged Madonna.
This dude was pulling them in.
He was the man.
This dude really was.
They love the bad boy Piston, man.
And then they brought the bad boy to the Bulls real quick. They're like, we need some muscle on us.
Carmen Electra.
Oh, okay.
She's still hot to this day, bro.
Hey, bro, chill.
I really wonder how old she is. She's still hot.
Oh my God! Now is not the time for this, Shams.
Oh, you're right.
Now is not the time for this.
You're right.
We gotta devote We gotta devote ourselves. after.
No.
No, but this dude, oh my God. It's crazy just to be like in the middle of a season and just be like, I want to take a vacation. And then his teammates being okay with it. And
that's because like things were like that's not something they could do with anybody but him. Like he's just,
yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Like they said, like, oh, like they know he's gonna come back.
Yeah, but it's like let him go now before he like bubbles up and just goes crazy. It's like let him release himself or something.
That was especially since like he lost those. This was after Pippen came back, so he like lost the role as like the right hand man, and he
Hey,
became like
did you peep that? That was such a good peep, bro.
he became the third wheel again. So it
Exactly.
was like he literally said we became the Three Stooges, and I felt like I was like he felt like he was back to being the third one, the third
Yeah,
wheel.
everyone wants to be best friends with Michael Jordan, huh?
It's not even that you want to like if probably it definitely feels good to be counted on like by the best player on the team or the like the
That's
player that's
true.
known as like the best basketball player on the like goddamn planet. Like
Yeah, and he's relying on
it's
you.
not even like at that time specifically, like he's still in the debate like till today. So it's like, oh yeah, this dude is counting on me to help him win a championship.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He needs me here. If he doesn't have me, he probably won't win. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it
So
was like
100% was like a not even like it was like you know like a high, like just being on that like just like that type of dopamine, just being like you knowing that you need to be needed by somebody. And it's not just
Yeah.
like any goddamn person. You know what I mean? It's fucking the Michael Jordan.
and it's like I remember hearing a story about this. Like it was like because remember like when he played the Pistons and he came to Chicago, it was like Pippen really hated him. Like Pippen hated him more. Remember he like threw Pippen and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah,
Pippen
yeah,
got
yeah.
like the brunt of like his him going off and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was like they had a team meeting and they were like, "Yo, like, are we gonna sign this guy? Like after everything he did to us?" And then like Pippen was like, he was like, I mean, if Michael like is cool with it, then it's like whatever. I guess
Mm-hmm.
I'll tolerate him or something. And like so him coming there, like you have to remember there was like there's kind of like a hostility towards him.
There's
It's
already
like
tension.
yeah, like we kind of hate this guy already. It's like
Mm-hmm.
putting our worst enemy and telling us like, hey, be friends with him now. You guys are
Mm-hmm.
gonna play together. And it's like, but then over time you can see that like they start like embracing him.
Mm-hmm.
He used to be a dog against us, but now he's like our dog. So it's like
Mm-hmm. He was finally able to become part of the pack,
yeah,
and then he became the right hand man. So then being pushed back to being the third wheel was probably like a big old like hit on his ego. Like, because that was also at the time where he was like, I hate this game of basketball. It was also at the time where they found him. No, that was when he was on the Pistons, when they found him with the gun in the parking lot.
oh yeah. I might have missed it. No, they talk about that in the documentary.
Yeah, they did. That was when he was still on the Pistons at that time.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
said he was at a bad place at that time. But that
I had
doesn't
heard
have
that
anything to do with it.
story. Do you remember who Craig Sager is, right? The NBA announcer and like interviewer and
I
stuff.
think so. Yeah.
The one that died of cancer with the
Yeah,
funny
yeah, yeah.
suits and all
I
that.
think so. I think so. Oh
Yeah, there's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
story is like he saves like his life or something. Like he like talks him out of killing himself.
Oh
Like that.
damn.
That man was going through a lot, definitely. Like, it
Yeah,
wasn't just him
definitely.
just being a character.
Especially, yeah, because I feel like even being that character at that time, like
Yeah.
the way he dresses and like not that anything's wrong with it, but like I feel like at that time there was definitely something, you know,
Yeah.
people
And
definitely see him
he
differently.
definitely like had mental illness like even like before and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Something that he's like he even said like basketball saved him. Like he said he grew up like
Yeah, he
all
said
his
like,
friends were like on drugs or like selling drugs and it's like
the only thing he cared about was going to the gym and then come back home and sleeping and repeating every single day.
yeah.
Like,
So even when he got into drugs and stuff, I guess the game still kept him from going over.
yeah. And then, no, but then like another thing is like even after realizing that he's like the third man, right? Going on a break for 48 hours and then coming back and was like, I'm ready for another championship. That's some pretty good fortitude, not gonna lie.
That's honestly one of the craziest feats, especially the story saying that like he went to like more than like 7 different parties and just consuming a large amount of alcohol. Just
Yeah, this is within 2 days, 48
and then
hours.
coming
complete.
back to play basketball like the next day, like and you
And
heard
then
about the story how in the drill he was like running the hardest.
yeah. I was literally about to say that. They
Yeah.
ran a drill where whenever the whistle blew, the person in the end would come to the front, lead the pace, and whenever he was in the back and the whistle blew, he would go to the front and just like start dashing.
And everyone was just like struggling to keep up with him. And this is the
Michael
man
Jordan. Michael Jordan was
completely
pissed
out of
off.
binge.
Michael was pissed off because he was like, I'm not trying to be part of this. Let's get Dennis back in shape program. Like I know what I have to do. Like I don't have to be fucking running around in goddamn circles.
Yeah. He was a good coach too, man.
Phil Jackson? Yeah,
It's like all
100%.
these different tactics and all that.
I guess we can let's we can end it off here. We actually got a good amount of time, and I didn't expect it. But once you start talking about these episodes, we got some content out there, I guess. What's your final statement on these 2 episodes? Any one thing?
No
Statements.
They're keeping it coming. I just hope. Okay, this was my thing. I think we got a misconception that we thought it was going to be an MJ documentary, and I'm starting to more and more realize that it's not.
Oh yeah, it's
documentary.
Yeah, I don't know why they document they said it was like they advertised as just an MJ.
I think it was just Twitter. Twitter just is just
yeah, I guess because I mean it is called The Last Dance, so it's mostly about it's mostly about the last like the build up to the last finals
Bulls championship, not the last Micheal Jordan game.
Yeah. I don't know why it was
That's
advertised as
like
just
Jerry Krause and Phil Jackson and Rodman. It's not really an MJ documentary. Of course, you can't tell the story about MJ.
That would be impossible.
So
like 10 hours straight, just MJ. That would be kind of hard. Not gonna lie.
Oh, no. I think I would watch that.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, like it would be pretty hard if you didn't include the story as everyone else. Like MJ doc, like the same thing that MJ said. You don't talk MJ without talking Dennis Rodman, and then you don't talk them without talking. I mean, about Pippen either, or Phil Jackson, or anybody.
Yeah, but I want another documentary. I know it's like we're not even done with this one.
we got 6
one that's like centered. You know what I mean?
I guess. I mean, we don't know what happens later on, so they could have more.
You're right.
Because like I feel like right now it's just a build up. Like they're talking about episode 2 was about what's it called Pippen. Episode 3 was about Rodman, and then episode 4 they went to the first championship, so it could be after that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end off by saying, fuck Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons, bro. Fuck them. That's some bullshit, bro. Damn, they really were trying to kill people. That's not fair.
Oh, sleep, yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you. We'll see you next.
In every episode, since it's called Bad Vibes Only, but
that's facts.
Last week was fuck Jerry Krause.
I'm a name it that too. Fuck the Pistons.
Fuck the Pistons. Yeah.
We gotta end it with a negative ass statement. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing that from now on. I'm ending it with a negative.
That could be like the thing, like the.
That's the thing. That's officially the thing. I'm ending it with a negative statement.
Just like fuck somebody, man.
And you know what it is for this week? Fuck the Pistons. See y'all next week.